Get that battery gun up and start it. I don't like the seat situation.
That looks like a comfortable seat.
Oh, it is.
Ice cold, Joe.
These two. Okay folks, so I've got the steering done on the Roadster and working on the gas pedal right now. So anyway, wanted to update everybody on the Franklin of what we've got going on here. As everybody knows, or most of you know, the #1 piston is the one that's got the issue. I haven't had a chance to, take things down and clean stuff up yet, but looked it over good. But I'm not sure what we're going to do yet. We've got a lot of different options. Okay, one option is a case VAC tractor. Is very close, except the compression height is not quite high enough. And we're talking 38 thousandths. Now we can make some of that up by not running the base gasket, but not enough of it. But it's not that much that's really going to make a big difference. We'd have to bore the pin diameter out just a little bit, which we can do, not a problem. I haven't decided on that yet. Another thing we can do, I do know that a 220 or 226 Continental engine 6-cylinder has the same bore also, but I can't find the compression height on them. I don't know anybody that's got one, or got a piston I can check, and I can't find the information online. But so I may do a little more looking on that. A couple things we can do. We can take that piston and weld it up and fix it. Dan offered, a buddy of mine who's an engineer, has offered to do that for me because I don't weld aluminum. So we could go that route, or we could also go without running the top piston rings and just chamfer every one of the pistons. You were not going to lose enough compression really to bother anything. So we got a lot of options, but we're probably going to go with the option of seeing if I can get this piston welded up. I can do the machine work if I can get him to weld it up. So we're going to see about that. Another one of the issues, I really wanted to put exhaust valves on it because they're pitted. So I checked. Well, for one thing, I did find pistons, and they actually make them. Egg Machine Shop, or Eggy, or EGGE. I know a lot of you have suggested that. Pistons are right at $700. The valves, exhaust valves for this engine, for some reason, are $129 a piece. But doing some measuring, doing some checking, what we figured out is this is the original valve, and this is a small block Chevrolet 1.5" exhaust valve. 11/32 stem, same length. Basically the exact same valve, except This has got different style keeper. This has just got the pin. So what we're going to have to do is drill these, and which is not a problem either. So we're going to go ahead and buy a brand new set of Chevrolet exhaust valves, and besides drilling a hole in them for the pin to go through, there's no other changes to make on it. You know, both of them have the same angle on the grind, so we're good to go. And this just happened to be a used one that I had, and I just wanted to check to see how it fit. But so it's going to work out just fine for the Franklin. And you know, valves are on the way. I'm going to go ahead and get this piston off. Probably, maybe have to. He lives probably about 100 miles away. I'll probably just send it to him, because I cannot get time away, you know, to be able to go down there. So I'm going to speak to him about maybe welding that up. But you know, we've got other options if that don't go. You know, they won't make one piston. You know, they want to make them all. Which, you know, we've got one that's mixed matched. I don't know what it's out of, or if it's a replacement for this, but it's definitely, you know, a different piston. And if I knew what it was, I might can take it off and look at some numbers on it. Maybe it'll have some numbers inside of it to give me an idea. That might help out a lot. Just haven't had time to mess with it. I hadn't took time to mess with it. But that's where we're at on it. We did get the valve issue taken care of, so that's $37 for valves instead of $129 a piece. That's times 6. That's what, $700 or something, over $700. So this is definitely going to work out cheaper that way, and I don't think we'll have any issues with the valves. Get the heads cleaned up and get the seats ground, and I'll do all that on video. But you know, I'm just trying to organize everything, get everything parts wise we need, and we'll go from there. All right. And since we've gotten the parts for this, a front bumper that it's not perfect, but it's runnable. I just got it sitting on there, hadn't bolted it. We got the tail lights. I can make it road ready. So we're going to go ahead and try to get the seats finished up, upholstered. I got the back bottoms done. I got to do the front yet, and see if we can go ahead and get this car done and drivable, and probably drive it a little bit, maybe put it for sale. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But anyway, we'll get at it. Okay, folks. Before we call it a video, I want to show you one more thing. This is a Sun 404 distributor tester that I had picked up, and we're going to do a little more on this later. But one of the main reasons I got this to be able to check the centrifugal advance, which is what these springs do, and actually check the vacuum advance of these distributors to make sure the advance is working right and how much advance we've got, and check everything else. And we'll go through this and maybe do a video on it. And the only issues that we're having with this right now is a vacuum issue with this machine. So check it out. It's probably got a vacuum line coming from the vacuum pump that's bad or something, so leaking. So we just need to check it out, and then hopefully we can test some distributors on it and make things a little easier. But anyway, it came with all the manual, and actually a manual on CD also. So anyway, I will show you more on this later, and I appreciate everybody watching. And until next time, bye.